Most people look down on jobs at McDonald's. They see flipping burgers. I see first real world lessons in money, people and hard work. And I still remember it clearly. Sitting in an RE lesson at school, my mate leans over and says, they're hiring in McDonald's in Brentwood High Street. So I went for an interview. I got the job. And at 16 years old, I was earning £3.25 an hour. My brother worked there, my mates worked there. It was such a laugh. Some of the burger combinations you come up with. But it was chaos, it was greasy, and it was very, very loud. But the kitchen floor shaped who I am today. If you think you're too good for a job like that, you're missing out on some of the best education you could ever get. Charlie Munger, or the late Charlie Munger, one of the greatest investors to ever live, once said McDonald's is one of the most finest and admirable institutions in the world. Why? Because it gives young people, and especially people from underprivileged backgrounds, responsibility. It taught me things school never could. It taught me a work ethic. In that kitchen on a Saturday afternoon, there is nowhere to hide. You have to show up. You need to stay consistent, or you drown. It taught me systems over chaos. You can get a better burger elsewhere, let's be honest, especially today. Maybe 25 years ago you could, but today you can. But you can't be their process. I watched how their system allowed the franchisee owner, who were both immigrants and who arrived to the UK with nothing, to build incredible wealth through their franchises. It was my first look at how a business is scalable and how it actually works. It taught me the CV secret. I was talking to a lawyer at my son's birthday party recently, and he told me that when he's hiring, he looks at things like McDonald's on their CV or similar businesses. Why? Because it proves that that person can handle pressure, follow a system, and most importantly, work as a team, because it really is teamwork at McDonald's. It carries weight. But McDonald's also taught me what not to do. At 17, I had a fake ID, bit of cash in my pocket, and zero financial literacy. I was in the earn, spend, repeat trap. I'd finish a grueling 10-hour shift, get paid, and blow the lot on clothes or a night out at Hollywood's in Romford. That's a nightclub. I was working for the money, but I had no idea how to get the money working for me. That cycle led me to eventually living in a box room at 28 in London with over 35k worth of credit card debt. I had the work ethic, but I didn't have the mindset. I was a drifter, working hard but going nowhere. The reason I'm sharing this is that many of you are where I am now maybe, or maybe you're working a job, you feel you're below your capabilities, or you're stuck in that earning and spend cycle. Doesn't matter how much you're earning. I took that discipline I learned at 16. That show up when things get hard attitude. And I finally applied it to my own wealth. I stopped being a consumer and started being an owner. I went from that box room 15 years ago to having £600,000 invested in the stock market and a buy-to-let property, plus the house I'm sat in now. And it works for me while I'm sleeping. The drive I found in McDonald's is the same drive that fueling me along my journey to full financial freedom at 50. And I would encourage my son to work in McDonald's or a similar establishment. Not because I want him to flip burgers all life, unless he wants to, hopefully own a franchise, but because I want him to respect the hustle. I want him to know that wealth isn't given. It's built one shift at a time, one investment at a time, one step at a time. My journey started with a £3.25 an hour paycheck in Brentwood High Street, Saturday afternoon. Today, that money works harder for me than those garden arches ever did. If you're in the struggle right now, remember it's not where you start, it's where you're heading. Refuel the tank, keep the vehicle moving, and don't stop until you get to destination. And every experience along the way is an experience, and you can learn from it. I'm Greg, this is Money with Greg, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'd like to say thank you so much for listening. My first video, only 3 ago, got over 200,000 views. I can't believe it, I'm shocked. So please do like and subscribe. I really want to get a community built of like-minded people who can help each other, learn from my experience, and I need that algorithm going, and like and subscribe really help me with that. Please also comment, have you worked at McDonald's? Would you, wouldn't you? Would you work a job similar? Thank you again. For now, take care and spend wisely.